Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be about a subject that's very hard for me to talk about. The subject is suicide. There have been a few people in my life who have committed suicide. For reasons unknown. One, because he had apparently a lot of problems here on the planet with an ex-wife and a child. He decided to take his own life. This is not an easy subject to talk about. Suicide sometimes is brought on by mental illness or a brain disorder, or just a person who is constantly extremely stressed and don't see a way out. Suicide is not the way to go. We all have a purpose here on this planet. Life is our soul school. It's where we learn. And just because you commit suicide doesn't mean you're going to escape your problems that you have here. Because once you cross over, you don't get to enjoy heaven, family and friends and all that. You have to deal with the problems that you had here. And then once that is taken care of, and you're okay, then you get to experience everything else. But that could take a long time. We all have a purpose here on this planet. That's why we are here. And we are not to leave before our time, no matter what. I watched a documentary where a lot of spirits said that they regretted taking their own life. They didn't think of the ones that loved them here and what it would do to them to find them that way. If you were put here with no purpose, you won't be here. So if you are here on planet Earth and you are alive, you have a purpose that you have to complete before you can join heaven. If you don't finish your lessons here, you're going to have to finish them there, and it takes a lot longer to finish them there. Suicide not only hurts yourself, but it hurts everyone who loves you and who is around you. You disrupt your path and your mission and the paths of the people around you. And that's not a good thing for people to go through, especially if they have feelings for you. So you're not escaping anything, really. In fact, you're making it harder on yourself, because it takes longer over there on the other side to learn your lessons than it does here on planet Earth. In our lives, we are meant to touch people's lives in some way or another. And when you end your life, you disrupt those plans that have already been set in motion. So not only do you affect your path, you affect the paths of everyone around you. You can't outrun your problems. You have to face them here or there. Here, they are quicker to face and deal with. There, it takes a lot longer. So you'd be going through pretty much twice the suffering if you committed suicide. Life has its ups and downs. I mean, that's the truth. But we all chose to be here to learn. Everyone is either a student or a teacher. It's not your time to go until God takes you home. You have lessons here to learn, and suicide is not the answer. Now, when you die, things happen. Of course, you leave your body and you go to heaven. And when you get to heaven, you get to choose what age you want to be, your looks, if you're healthy. You pretty much go back to the prime of your life. But that is really nothing compared to what you have to work on once you get there. Like I said, you learn lessons faster here on planet Earth than you do in heaven because there's no time there and it takes twice as long, which means you're going to have twice the problems there. So suicide is not worth it. Excuse me. Everyone that comes in contact with you in your life is either a student to learn from you or they are a teacher to teach you lessons. What have you learned? Do you really want to do that to the people that love you? Do you really want them to find you that way? You know, death is a lesson for both sides. It's a lesson for the person that dies, but it's also a lesson for the people that are left behind. Why do you want to make people's lives harder than they have to be by having them find you that way and going through the grief of losing you? You wouldn't be here on this planet if you didn't have a purpose. I know sometimes life can get hectic, it can get crazy. But we have to find a way to deal with our issues, like it or not. And suicide is not the answer. Everything is planned out for your life. And when you end that life prematurely, it messes up your whole life plan and those who were to be affected by you and their life plan. Suicide is a selfish way to try to put a stop to your problems. But it doesn't stop your problems. Like I said, once you get to heaven, you're going to have to learn those lessons over there, which take twice as long, so that's twice the pain. I don't know about you, but I don't want to suffer any more pain than I have to. Now, everyone has thought about suicide at one time or another. That's human. But you are not to go through with it. Maybe you need to seek a suicide support group. Maybe you need to seek counseling. Maybe you need to call the suicide hotline or talk to someone that you can trust. We all go through life's ups and downs. There's no way around that. It's how you handle them and deal with them is what makes you get through them. Like I said, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have your lessons to finish. We are all a part of a master plan. We each have our own life calling. We each have our own life mission. And we each have our own things that we are supposed to do while we are on this planet. And committing suicide is selfish because you're only caring about yourself and not caring about the others that are left behind and have to deal with it. And you're also making it harder on yourself because it's going to take twice as long to learn. Now, I know sometimes the people that are going through this probably feel that this is the best and only way, but it's not. God is there waiting for you to ask for help. I have to end this here and now. I don't know if there'll be a part 2 or not. Please get the help that you need. Don't commit suicide. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You got so much more to do. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up, send your friends to the channel. Please watch other videos on this channel. I hope you will take what I say to heart, as I have had to deal on the receiving end of a suicide, as a lot of us have. And it's not fair to us to put us through that. I hope you'll come back again soon. Thanks. Bye.